Hi, I'm back. Unlike buses, um, I wasn't planning saying anything anymore about my living situation, but I'm going to because I just want to. I just want to offload. I think, and I've been leaving home really early, whether I'm working or not. I I leave home at 5:30 every morning when I am working, but I've been leaving home at 6, just after, just to get out of the way before anyone else stirs in the house. And that is a sad indictment on how things have gone. Um, it's I so I'll take it back a bit. The reason that I'm leaving is that I got a message from my landlady about 3 weeks ago now saying that it had been brought to her attention that I'd slandered her on TikTok. And I wouldn't say I bit on that accusation, but I did reply reasonably quickly and said, look, if you think that I've committed an act of slander against you, then sue me, take me to court, because you'll lose. I only talk about what is actually happening as I see it, and the way I see things is not some kind of twisted perception. The woman's got all kinds of issues. I'm not a clinician, I'm not an expert, but I would say that she does have a personality disorder. And just to kind of give you a little sample, I was out early this morning. I had to go back. There was an important piece of post that I needed to collect. I let myself in as usual, walked into the kitchen, said hello, and I got complete silence. So I guess I erred on the side of caution. I reached the conclusion that I hadn't been heard. So I'm only standing 3 feet away from her. I said, hello, blanked me again. This is a 50-year-old woman child. Obviously, look, I'm still there at the moment. I'm desperate to get out. And the time that I've spent kind of avoiding being there the last couple of weeks, obviously, look, I have to stay there every night. It's part of my license conditions, but I slip in late and I get out early. And the time that I've spent away from all of that, I've really seen very clearly that I have been generally unhappy since the day I moved in there, because this woman is fake, and she's like I say, she needs help. She needs help. I'm not dismissing the idea that I need help as well. For those of you who have been with me for a while, I've had in the past some mental health difficulties, nothing major. But the more I think about it now in my life, post-prison, post-criminality, I do see that I also need some help. And I help myself. I'm unraveling and dissecting and putting everything under the microscope, and I see very clearly that there are aspects of me and my kind of mindset that are probably not particularly healthy, and that's fine in itself. But if it becomes unhealthy to people around me, then I've got an issue with that. I do understand that I, of course, played a part in in what happened and the way that we all fell out where I'm living, but my part in it was relatively minor, relatively gentle. But, you know, I mean, for somebody to walk up to you, say hello in a kind of very run-of-the-mill way, and for you to turn around and ignore that person, I really just think, wow, you know, that's really, it's just incredibly immature. And, you know, I'd rather get a tirade of abuse than that. Not that I care about being ignored, fine. I just collected my post and left, and that was fine. I didn't have any feelings about it particularly, except I probably was just kind of shaking my head a bit as I got into the car, because, you know, I left junior school fucking, what, 45 years ago or whatever it was. Yeah, about 44, 45 years ago. And yeah, it's very rare to experience something like that in my adult life, and I'm not sure if I've dished it out. Probably not. Usually if I've got something to say, I say it, and anyone who knows me knows that. It's not always a good outcome, because I say literally what is going on in my head, and I tell people what they think. But even that, you know, all of that stuff, it needs to be addressed, because it actually doesn't really serve any purpose, and it makes me criticize myself. And yeah, so I'm looking into it, but, you know, for the time being, I just have to get on with the here and now, and that is trying to get myself out of where I'm living. I'm currently sat in a friend's house doing this video. He's not here. I have, you know, I can just be here and relax. So yeah, just before I go, I will just give you the follow-up on the video about the book yesterday. Yeah, my part in it for the time being is now finished. There's still a long way to go, I think, I'm pretty sure. So we're getting there, and it doesn't help matters really that I'm constantly thinking about the next book, because there has to be at least one more. And the great thing for me is I don't even care if any of them sell. I don't care. Is that this was really about me ticking the box that I put for myself 20 years ago. And if I end up writing 2 or 3 books, that's great. It's my time, it's my energy, and nobody is under any obligation. So I know that quite a lot of people who follow me and support me, friends, they will buy the book, and I'll be really happy for that. But it's not the be-all and end-all. The be-all and end-all is getting it done, and therefore getting this particular monkey off my back that has been sat there for so long now. And I'm a doer. People that know me, they know that if I say I'm going to do something, it's because I am going to do it. And so I could never rest without this first book being done. I hope it's going to end up being what I want it to be. It's still potentially going to fall short of what I would like it to be, but I am in some respects quite demanding, and certainly in the book area I am demanding. So yeah, I guess at some point they'll be asking me about coming along to do the audio book, which I'm definitely doing. So I'll look forward to that. But as I say, there's still quite a lot of legwork to do yet. So I'll keep you posted, and I must do a live soon. I absolutely must. I'm on it. Have a great day.